All right, all the cool cats are doing it, so I'm jumping into this tag and we're talking Disney cats versus Disney dogs. What team are you on?
Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney afternoon.
Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jake. If you're returning here, thanks for coming back. And if you're new, I do all kinds of Disney content, so hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, I'm doing my first tag today. This was started by Matt over at Teacup For One. And I've been watching these videos for the last little bit, and they are a lot of fun. I was like, you know what? Let's get in on the action. So this is going to be 10 categories that ask different questions, and I've got my answers here in my little Pinocchio bougie notebook. And then Matt is going to add up the points at the end of this, and we're going to see if there's a clear winner or a character that stands out. So I will leave all of that information linked down below, including the questions that were asked. So let's get right into this thing. So number one, best personality. I'll try not to do that every time. The cat or dog who steals all the attention when they walk in a room. So there are a lot of answers for a lot of these. So the one that I picked was Georgette from Oliver and Company.
Cat! What is the meaning of this? Bark! Bark! Winston! Bark! 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 I guess I'll have to handle this myself.
It didn't say positive attention. She commands a lot of attention because she's needy. She's sort of a glamour cat. She's well groomed and put together, so everybody sort of stops and turns when she enters. And of course, she is voiced by the diva herself, Bette Midler. So who could be better for this category than Georgette? Okay, let's move on to number two, best song. So the cat or dog with the best signature song. Boy, there's a lot that could go in here. There's Powerline from a Goofy movie. There's Dodger from Oliver and Company with Why Should I Worry? But I went a little more obscure and a little maybe more on brand for the channel. And I picked the Beagle Boys from DuckTales singing the Boogie Beagle Blues. What? You've never heard of it? All right, roll the clip.
You know the Beagle Boys are crazy now. We're going to steal some blue suede shoes and sing the Boogie Beagle Blues.
So early on in some of these shows, they were fairly musical. And that song is actually featured on the Disney Afternoon album. Shout out to the Silvershires for writing an awesome song. Go check it out. Add it to your playlist. You won't be disappointed. Okay, category number three, best design. The cat or dog with the most beautiful character design or animation. And I feel like a lot of people went with character design in like this sort of beautiful way, and I think that's great. I'm leaning into the animation, and I picked Shere Khan, animated by the great Milt Kahl. Shere Khan is elegant, terrifying, beautiful lines that make him really realistic as a cat, but also sort of has those human qualities that we've come to know in Disney animals. I just think he's beautifully elegant and so dangerous. That scene where he is sort of threatening Kaa and he just kind of uncoils his claws for a second. He hardly moves a muscle and you're terrified. I think that's a great sign of an animator who really knew what he was doing. So Shere Khan wins it for me for that category. Okay, number four, favorite voice act-PURR or actor. Favorite performance by a voice actor. So many great characters were voiced, and I ended up moving a few people in and out of this category because they fit better in other categories. So I went with Yzma as a cat, Earthed by the legendary Eartha Kitt. Is that my voice? Is that my voice?
Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Oh well.
hilarious. Now, she's only a cat for maybe 10 minutes in the film or something like that, but I'm going to say it counts because Yzma is a cat is awesome. Okay, moving on to number 5, your PET-RONUS. So a little nod to some Harry Potter Patronus action there. So the cat or dog who represents your spirit or personality. Couple of the initial ones that I put on here, I was like, ooh, maybe this is giving too much away without knowing me first. So I went with Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat is a little bit naughty. He's playful. He's a little bit dry and a little bit kind of shrugs his shoulders. And I feel like that's kind of me in a way.
He went that way.
Who did?
The white rabbit.
He did?
He did what?
Went that way.
Who did?
The white rabbit.
What rabbit?
I'm probably definitely more cat-spirited than dog-spirited. Okay, moving on to number 6, the most quotable. The cat or the dog with the most iconic or quotable lines. So in my world, Prince John from Robin Hood is that person. Mommy! I got a dirty thumb.
Mommy, I've got a dirty thumb.
I never quite do justice to those, but I quote those all the time. And he just has one-liners after the other. Really, really funny cat. Really underrated movie also. A lot of these you'll notice I like the underrated movies. Speaking of underrated, number 7, the most underrated, the cat or the dog that deserves more time in the spotlight. So I am going way back into the archives, and I picked Lambert the Sheepish Lion. So this was part of a short, and I think if I remember correctly, it was aired... It was on a VHS that we had taped Dumbo from the TV back in like 1985 when we got our first VCR. And I think Lambert was either just before that on the Sunday Night Wonderful World of Disney, or maybe he was the next week. But anyway, those two things are always like associated in my mind. Lambert the Sheepish Lion is a great short, really fun tale about being who you are and accepting, yourself. And great little song.
Lambert, the sheepish lion, Lambert. There's no denying now he's a wild and woolly sheep. Instead of a sheepish, wailing and weepish, little bo-peepish lion.
So go watch it. Educate yourself on a little bit of Disney history. Number 8, we got 3 more to go. Funniest furry friend, the cat or the dog that delivers the biggest laughs. So again, I'm leaning into the animation style because this cat does not have any lines. And I picked Lucifer from Cinderella. His antics are really hilarious. He's always making faces, always getting into trouble, has a little bit of like slapstick humor that I just think is really charming and funny. You both hate him and kind of feel for him all at the same time. And I just think the animation in that sequence are constantly funny. And that is hard to do when you're not delivering lines. It's all physical comedy. All right, number 9. Favorite park pal, the cat or dog who deserves a meet and greet in the park. So I'm going to resurrect a cat who used to have one, and that is Fat Cat from Rescue Rangers. So in the early 90s, there was some love to the Disney afternoon, and there were some rides and some shows that were based on those properties. And Fat Cat was definitely in the parks. The name of the show that he's most known for was the Disney Afternoon Live Plane Crazy, where he and Don Garnage tried to steal a plane. And anyway, he was around in the park. So I'd like to see Fat Cat and some of the other Disney Afternoon characters, for that matter, make a resurrection in the meet and greets in the parks. And then finally, the perfect pet. So the Disney dog or cat you would like to adopt. The cat is looking at me, wondering who I'm going to say. All right, so I picked a dog for this one. You're in the clear. I picked Rolly from 101 Dalmatians. I mean, how can you get any cuter than Rolly? He doesn't have a lot of, screen time, and he's not like a major character, but he's a cute little guy. I'm hungry, Mother. I really am.
I'm hungry, Mother. I really am.
He's so sweet. I'm curious to know what some of your answers are. Do you have a favorite Disney cat or dog? Do you have an answer you'd like to dispute? Leave it down in the comments if you have something else you'd like to say. So make sure you're following the tag if you want to see more of these or a bunch of other channels that are doing it. Just click the tag below and you'll get rerouted to a playlist, and you can kind of see what other popular opinions are out there. So give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your favorite cat or dog down in the description. Tune in to see what the answers are, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. And until then, Disney Afternoon Gang, I'll see you soon.
Hope to see you back real soon, sharing in Jake's Disney Afternoon.